Let me ask you something. What if I told you that two people could hand over the exact same $200,000 to an insurance company, choose two different types of annuities, and end up with completely different outcomes over the next 20 years? One person gets income right away, the other gets more income later and still has money left over. Which one is better? Well, that depends on you, and that's exactly what we're going to figure out today. Welcome to Retirement Security Simplified. I'm here to cut through the confusion so you can make smart, confident decisions about your retirement income. And today, we're breaking down two of the most popular annuity options out there: Fixed Indexed Annuity and the Immediate Annuity, and answering the question everyone wants to know: which one actually pays more over time? Stay with me, because the answer might surprise you. Let's start with the immediate annuity, also called a SPIA, which stands for Single Premium Immediate Annuity. Here's how it works in plain English. You hand a lump sum of money to an insurance company, let's say $200,000, and almost immediately, usually within 30 days, they start sending you a monthly check for the rest of your life, or for a set number of years, depending on how you set it up. That check is fixed. It doesn't go up, it doesn't go down. Rain or shine, bull market or bear market, you get that same amount every single month. Now, here's the trade-off, and this is important. Once you hand over that $200,000, it's gone. You no longer have access to it. There's no account value sitting there growing. If you pass away early, depending on how the contract is structured, that money may stay with the insurance company. So think of a SPIA like this. You're trading in your savings for a personal pension check. Simple, predictable, guaranteed, but permanent. For some people, that's exactly what they need. For others, it's a deal breaker. And that's why we need to talk about the other option. Now let's talk about the Fixed Indexed Annuity, or FIA. A FIA is a different animal altogether. Instead of turning your money into an immediate paycheck, a fixed indexed annuity is first and foremost a growth vehicle. Your money is linked to a market index, like the S&P 500. So when the market goes up, you get to participate in some of that growth. But here's the part people love. When the market goes down, you don't lose a penny of your principal. You have a built-in floor of zero. You just don't earn anything that year. No losses. Now, most FIAs also come with an optional feature called an income rider, more formally known as a Guaranteed Lifetime Withdrawal Benefit, or GLWB. This rider is essentially a pension switch built right into your annuity. You let your money grow inside the FIA, and when you're ready, whether that's 5 years from now or 10 years from now, you flip that switch and start taking guaranteed income for life. And here's what makes this powerful. While you're taking income, your account value doesn't just disappear. It continues to exist. It may continue to grow, and whatever is left when you pass away can go to your spouse or heirs. So if the SPIA is like trading your savings for a paycheck, the FIA is more like keeping your savings, letting them grow, and then turning on a paycheck when you're ready. Two very different approaches. So which one pays more? That is the heart of this video, so let's really dig in. The honest answer is this: it depends on three things: when you need the income to start, how long you live, and what you value most in retirement. Let me walk you through a simple comparison. Let's say two people, we'll call them Linda and Carol, are both 65 years old and both have $200,000 put into an annuity. Linda chooses a SPIA. She needs income right now. The insurance company runs the numbers, and Linda starts receiving approximately $1,100 per month, guaranteed for life. No fuss, no waiting. The check starts next month. Carol chooses a fixed index annuity with an income rider. She doesn't need income right at this minute. She's still working part-time and plans to wait about 5 years before turning on income. During those 5 years, her income base, that's the value used to calculate her future guaranteed income, is growing at a roll-up rate. Let's say 7% per year, guaranteed inside the contract regardless of market performance. Fast forward 5 years, Carol is now 70. She flips the income switch. Based on her age and the growth of her income base, Carol is now receiving approximately $1,300 to $1,500 per month, guaranteed for life, and she still has an account value that belongs to her. So Carol waited 5 years and now she's getting more monthly income than Linda, and she has money remaining that Linda no longer has access to. Now, to be fair to Linda, she received income those 5 years that Carol did not. So there is a break-even point to consider. If Linda lives long enough, she will have collected a significant amount of income during those 5 years that Carol missed out on. But here's the key insight. The longer both women live, the more the FIA tends to pull ahead, because Carol's monthly income is higher and she still has an account value in her corner. The SPIA wins if you need income immediately and you want the absolute simplest structure possible. The FIA wins if you have time to let that income base grow, even just 5 to 10 years, and you want flexibility and a legacy component built in. Most pre-retirees and retirees I work with fall into the FIA camp, not because SPIAs are bad, but because they still have a little time and that time is worth money. Let me make this really practical for you. Here's a simple way to think about which one fits your situation. A SPIA might be the right choice if you need income to start within the next 30 to 90 days. You have no desire or need to access that principal ever again. You have no spouse or heirs you're concerned about leaving money to, and you want the simplest, most straightforward, guaranteed income solution available. No decisions, no riders, no moving parts. If that describes you, a SPIA does exactly what it promises, and it does it well. Now, a fixed indexed annuity with an income rider might be the choice if you're somewhere between 3 and 10 years away from needing income, or you want to delay income to maximize what you receive. You want your money to keep growing in the meantime. You want to maintain the ability to access your account value if a need arises, a health event, a home repair, something unexpected. You want to leave a remaining balance to a spouse, children, or grandchildren. Or you want the flexibility to control when you turn on income based on what makes sense for your tax situation that year. That last point is actually really important, and I want to touch on it briefly before we wrap up. Here's something most people don't think about when they're comparing these two products: the tax implications of how you receive your income. With a SPIA, once you turn it on, that income is coming in every month whether you want it or not. You have no control over the timing, and depending on your overall income picture, that fixed monthly payment could push your Social Security benefits into a higher tax bracket. We're talking up to 85% of your Social Security becoming taxable. It could also push your income over the IRMAA thresholds, which means you'd pay significantly higher Medicare Part B and Part D premiums. With a fixed index annuity, you have flexibility. You control when you turn that income on. You can coordinate your withdrawal strategy with your Social Security timing, your Roth conversion strategy, and your overall tax plan to keep your taxable income as low as possible. That flexibility alone can be worth thousands of dollars per year in tax savings. So when you're comparing these two products, don't just look at the monthly income number. Look at the full picture. What you keep after taxes matters just as much as what you receive before taxes. So let's bring this home. If you've been wondering whether a fixed indexed annuity or an immediate annuity is right for you, here's the simplest version. If you need income right now and simplicity is your top priority, a SPIA delivers. It does exactly what it says. But if you have a few years before you need income, if you want your money to keep growing, if you want flexibility, access, and a legacy component, and if you want more control over your tax situation in retirement, a fixed indexed annuity with an income rider is likely going to pay you more over time. And it gives you options that a SPIA simply cannot. Now, here's what I want you to do next. Take a look at the free booklet called Retire Smart. It's linked on the page in the description box. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone you know who's trying to figure out their retirement income. There is so much confusion out there, and together we can simplify it. This is Retirement Security Simplified, where we specialize in turning confusion into confidence, one conversation at a time.